Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the final of Bvtcc. We are at Brands Hatch GP for the final. Pretty much everything is wrapped up now. Just one championship left to decide, and that is the Jack Sears Trophy. So, yeah, I'm going to put a short little clip on, and I'll be back in a second, guys. Bartley's up on two wheels, and Bartley takes P3, his first podium.
I heard you like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late.
Oh, and there goes. Is that Hugo Smeets? Taking them both side by side through the chicane.
You're hated by your girlfriends, cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's
William Mine tucked himself into P2. And there is William Mine right in the outside of Luffield.
but since she acts old, from everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was
Drag race to the finish now. And Lawrence Green will hold off. 0.3 of a second separate the two of them as they come across the line.
an obsession, got bad in.
There we go. That is the four contenders for the Jack Sears Trophy. Thank you for the video, Hugo. So here we are, Brands Hatch for round 10 of 10. I don't know why it says 22. It's not 22 laps. It is 15 laps of Brands Hatch. The schedule, by now, we should all know it. It's race one will be qualifying results after the two qualifying rounds. Race two will be the results of race one, and race three will be our ever funny reverse grid. So we shall now pop back over to find someone who is out. I don't think anyone's out at the moment because it is. It is, yeah. It's I don't know why it does it, to be honest, but that's how the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. Roadhouse, thank you for the posture check. Welcome on in, welcome in. Okay, so we still got 10 minutes left of practice by the looks of this, so we just need to find somebody who's out. Oh no, I do apologise. We are now into practice 2, which is, as you all know by now, qualifying 1. Qualifying 1 will be everybody. They will have their boost. And yes, so we are just going to take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at the standings. No, wrong one. Bloody hell. So the driver standings are as this follows. Callum Wilson rounds out as champion with a 136-point lead over Simon Trebek and Alan Axon. Ivan Samuel brings it up fourth, and Samuel Dowman is going to finish the season in potentially P5. Might lose out to Dave Brewster and Patrick, as he's not here tonight. So, the Independents, Ivy League, far ahead on this one. The only person that can really challenge him is 93 Racing, and I believe that is Dave Brewster. Yes, it is. They're 50. So, I mean, it's not completely clearly cut that Ivan Samuel is going to win the championship there, but because he could have some very bad rounds, and it's a possibility. So we're not completely out of the woods with that one. And then we are looking at the team standings and Unlimited Esports. That is Simon Trebek and Alan Axon, and now Jordan Osborne. They have got that wrapped up, and that is them team championships. Team championships, team champions. So the big one on everyone's lips is the Jack Sears. What the hell? Get out of the way, you. As you can see, it is 15 points between Stuart and Hugo for that top spot. William Martin is 46 behind, and Lawrence Green is 56 behind. Nothing is ever clear cut in the touring cars, as you well know this. As we watch Ivan Samuel there in the background go straight into the wall in qualifying. So yeah, we're going to get back. Let's go on to qualifying. Callum Wilson, obviously setting the pace. Let's bring up the tower and the qualifying box. Oh, getting that beamer a little ragged. Need to make sure there's not a dog behind me. Right, I need a track map, so because I can't just call it track. Corner A, corner B. Here we go, and across the line to set the first time, that'll be Callum Wilson with a 28.357. William Martin pops himself into P2 for the time being. Brewster back in with 7/10 off. Trebek has had a bit of a problem by the looks of it. He's 12.2 seconds off the pace. Jardine pops himself up into P2, 5/10 off. Callum. We've still got Bartley to run with their laps. Stuart Bartley is out on track. Let's check in on Stu. There he is, coming round. Personal best sector in 1 and 2. And he crosses the line to go 6th. And that is just behind Hugo. I'm assuming that... Oh, my sound isn't working, is it, by the looks of it? Just for some reason, it's on default. Right, so let's get you guys some sound, rather than you just... How's that? There we go. There we go. Brewster pops himself back into P2, but Wilson has extended that now to a 27.2. Going to be on very light fuel there. And Tyrone Frith is rejoining us, and he's currently P10. And we have, who else is back as well? Aaron Jackson, he's back again. Very nice to see that most people have made it back for the final. So it's, oh, Trebek puts himself back up into P2 there. Bartley improves, but not as much as Hugo, who has jumped up into P4. I will be doing the mathematics to find out after the points. William Martin is in P9. There he is, getting a lovely toe off Simon Trebek there. Currently, with 3.5 minutes to go in this session, it is Wilson, Jardine, Trebek, Brewster, Smeets, and Bartley, top 6. They will be going through to the shootout as it stands. Like Smeets and Bartley are back together there. You can see them again back in 5th and 6th. Callum Wilson with purple sectors again. This could be another fastest lap for him. And indeed it was. He shaved off 2/10. On the ragged edge, though, that Beamer. On the ragged edge. Jordan Osborne in the 3rd Unlimited Esports car. Currently sitting P2. So Osborne is 9/10, almost a second off the leader's pace. However, that won't be enough just to get him through to Q2. It's Wilson, Osborne, Jardine, Trebek, Brewster, and Smeets at the moment that will make it through. William Martin 10th. Samuel's having a very bad time at the moment. Down in 9th. This could flip things on its head, to be honest, with the independents. I actually genuinely thought that he'd have it in the bag, but this might change things, you know. And Hugo into the pits. I think that's his day done. Less than a 10th separate him and Bartley. Unless Samuel can pull something out of the bag. Smeets is the driver at risk of getting bumped out here. Samuel Green, sector 1, that's personal best for himself. Let's have a look at his sector 2. So Hugo sector 2. Needs a 40.6. That's another 10th on Hugo. He's lost a lot of time in sector 1 though. This might bump him up the table a little bit. Crosses the line. And does not improve. Back in the pit. I think Patrick. Not sure if he made it through. Ivan may have. So there we go. It looks like Smeets has made it through to Q2. Let's put the cat amongst the pigeons there for the Jack Sears. They're qualifying to. This will be with no boost. No boost at all. Jordan Osborne leads about the pits. Out they'll come for the final 10 minutes of qualifying to set the grid for race 1. Just let me know, guys, if anything is too quiet. Welcoming in chatters, welcoming in viewers, subbers, followers, and everyone else. Here we go. Nobody is actually, well, everyone's on their out lap still to quite a big lap around Brands Hatch GP. Way around clearways now. We're going to have Jordan Osborne, who's going to get to the first. Here he is, purple sector, 25.9 for the first sector. Jardine has just beat that with a 25.7. And then Callum Wilson, 25.5. Makes his way round. Where is he? Surtees. Jordan Osborne through Sterling's. He'll have Clearway's Clark Curve to go. Then he'll be setting his first time on the board. He is Simon Trebek's got a fastest second sector here, and the base time for quali at the moment is a 1:29.4, and that is set by Jordan Osborne. But I don't think he'll stay there that long because Dave Brewster goes through now with a 28.252. Trebek, last year's champion, pops it up on to P1 for the time being, but Callum Wilson comes across the line and drops it straight into P1. 6 attempts faster than everyone else. Here is Hugo Smeets. This is his opportunity now to just push a little bit further. Can he get any more positions forward? Trebek getting a nice toe there as they make their way down. Pilgrim's drip. Oh, bloody hell. You can't make this up, can you? And that people, is why Kellen Wilson is the champion of 2025 Season 4. Oh, big fishtail as he come out of Dingledale there. And again, as he makes his way through Sterling's car, is very twitchy. He's probably very light on fuel. He's down in Sector 2, though. Dancing that BMW through Clark Curve. Possibly. So it's Wilson, Trebek, Jardine, Osborne, and Brewster. That's the top 5. Smeets is still P6. However, he will still be in front of Bartley. I will try to keep up to date with the what is it I'm trying to keep up to date with, people? Oh god, I can't remember. Positions, championship positions. And as I said, I thought Ivan is clear-cut independent champion, but it may have just changed on its head here. Hello. Oh, hello. Alvaro. See, I can say that name. That's easy. Hello, welcome in, mate. Callum on another fast lap here. 27.3, puts himself nearly a second quicker than anyone else now. Well, he is a second quicker than anyone else. It's a good old bit of pen and paper, so I can keep track on the scores. Do this a bit of old school. Right, so Callum is still sitting at the top of the table. It looks like Osborne, Brewster, Smeets are in the pits, and I think that might be their day done for the time being. I apologise for the incoming advertisement. It's better to get it out of the way now than it is to what's halfway through the race. You've got Simon Trebek with a personal Sector 1. Trebek looks like he managed to make it the final lap. We've got Trebek, Jardine, and Osborne out on the track at the moment. Callum seems to think he's done enough and he's sitting in the pits now. I think that might be the end of it there for Simon Trebek. Running a little wide. Hawthorns. Looking at times and nobody's really improving. And there we go. That is qualifying over and done with. Callum has managed to put himself yet again on pole position. And there's Jordan Osborne getting a little bit wrong. And that is it, my people. That is qualifying done and dusted. And this is your qualifying at the moment. Standings for race one. So it's Callum Wilson on pole position, Simon Trebek P2, Archie Jardine P3, Jordan is P4, and Dave Brewster rounds out the top five. It's Hugo Smeet 6th, Stuart Bartley 7th, 8th is Patrick, 9th is Ivan, and 10th is William Martin. 11th is Lawrence Green, and Tyrone Frith is 12th, and Aaron Jackson is P13. So we will be skipping to potentially I do apologise. I've lost my train of thought. I literally lost my train of thought then. Okay, so that the clerk of the course, and so we'll get the things underway very soon. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Just sounded like Elvis then. Thank you very much. So let's just remind you that when I said I thought the I've done it again. Independent standings here. When I thought it was cut and shut. Brewster needs to outscore Samuel by some considerable amount. So hopefully we'll have a battle for that. But we know we're going to have a battle for the Jack Sears, because it's a long shot for Lawrence, and I don't mean that in a nasty way, but it is a very long shot for him. William Martin, he's got to outscore him dramatically. So I think after this first race, potentially William and Lawrence are going to be out of it. But they can still fight for P3 in the Jack Sears trophy. There's always something to fight for. It's nice to see William Martin up there. It really is. I mean, he's been with us since season 1, and watching him improve is just been brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So we're just watching him on, just doing some warm-ups. We will be skipping ahead in 5 minutes or so. So, got any questions, queries, or quandaries, please speak now or forever hold your peace. Here we go, boys and girls. We have started a prediction, so get your thoughts in. Who is going to win race 1? There are channel points available for those. I should take this opportunity to go to the toilet, really. No, as soon as I get up off the chair. Okay, so we got Simon Trebek is currently standing out as the driver to win. I'm going to go to the loop.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Or not. I told you. I literally told you as soon as I sit down. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I do appreciate it very, very much. Yeah. I can't find. Okay, so yeah. Sorry, guys. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to hold the. My hello, Frosty Tools. The amazing comm skills. I don't think so, pal. But it is lovely to see all the cars represented on the grid. We have the Hyundais, Toyotas, Astras. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have a Cupra. Oh, that's unfortunate. So it'll be very soon. Away on the outlap they go. It's going to be a long outlap, so hold on tight, guys. So, the starting order for race 1 is as follows on... Wait, what? Why is it showing you... Okay, let's start again. Race 1 as follows. It is Callum Wilson on pole position, and he's joined by Simon Trebek in P2. Archie Jardine is P3. Jordan Osborne is P4. P5 goes the way of David Brewster, and P6 is Hugo Smeets. 7th is Stuart Bartley. 8th is Patrick. I was going to try and pronounce it, but I'm not. Ivan Samuel is 9th, and he is joined by William Martin in P10. Lawrence Green is 11th, and Aaron Jackson at P12. And 13th goes the way of Tyrone Frith. That is the grid order for race 1. Can do as well. It might work, it might not. We can have a look and see if it shows us what time. It's not going to work because nobody's done a lap yet. Does it on the driver box? I don't think it does. No. So as everybody knows, there is 2 sets of compound tyres they have to use. They have to use a soft and a medium round here at Brands Hatch. Obviously the top 3 will have to use the medium tyres again, so it literally makes no sense for them really to start on the medium tyres in all fairness. But we will have a look. We are lining up now on the grid. There's 1 klaxon, 2 klaxon, 3 klaxon. Good start from Simon Trebek and a great start from Callum Wilson. Archie Jardine having a little look at the... Oh, and Brewster's been fired off into the background. That's the end of... Oh, and there's another car. Tyrone Frith, and that's going to bring out a safety car surely. There's a couple of cars in the background making contact. That's got to have brought the safety car out surely. There we go. They're the tyres that people are on. Soft for the front 3. I thought they might be. Okay, well, there's no safety car, so that's the good news. But here we are now. Simon Trebek is on the attack. Bartley has overtaken Smeets. Lawrence Green is up to P8. Martin is P10th. Sorry. Right, so this is the current battle at the moment for the lead, and it is Wilson and Trebek. Jardine, Osborne. Oh, and that's William Martin facing the wrong way, and I believe that's going to be him out of the contention for Jack Sears. Simon Trebek is not letting Callum get away here. He's got about 4 or 5 laps before that BMW will just come alive, and then on board with Trebek. I find it a bit weird that Jardine has started on mediums. That's going to put him out. He's going to have to be on mediums for the next race. So we got William Martin in the pits. I think that might very well be his day done for this race. But Bartley and Smeets. And here's Lawrence Green. And it's Ivan Samuel having a bit of a ding-dong as they make their way down. Oh, excuse me, I've run out of breath. On board with... Oh, bugger him. That's a bless. So it seems we've got a jump start for William Martin, which you can probably see in the chat. And I just saw a car in the background then. That looked a little bit like Osborne. I can hear some clattering. We're going to have to try and check that. And that's Archie Jardine getting back on track. No, that's not. That's Stuart Bartley. Stuart Bartley's dropped down to P8. That and Smeets is up to P5. And that is Osborne. No, that's not Osborne. Is that Osborne? Yes, that's Osborne just tucking in. And here we go, back at the front. Who is that? Who are we on board with? Oh, that's Samuel looking at Osborne. I'm getting lost, who's who? So Samuel has moved himself in front of Brewster, and that's going to give him a good push. And I think that might just secure the title for him there. Stuart Bartley trying to look up the inside of Ivan Samuel as they make their way through Dingledale. Trying everything now to try and get past that Hyundai of Ivan Samuel, but they're both fighting for something. Oh, it runs a little wide there, Bartley. Currently, as it stands, that is Hugo Smeets that we're looking at here, and he is almost on the back of Patrick for P4. Bartley is moving back a little bit here. Losing a bit of ground on the two there, but look at Hugo here. He is on fire, man on a mission. He's looking for Patrick. He wants them extra points. Bartley trying to close the gap once again on Ivan Samuel. There is Green and Brewster in the background, and Brewster's making a move on Green as they make their way up to Surtees, and that's one done there for Brewster. Next target will be Stuart Bartley for him. A quick check in with the leaders, as now that BMW's tyres have switched on, and that is game over really for the top two. Archie Jardine holding himself in P3 all by himself. Then we've got Patrick in P4, and he is joined very, very closely by Hugo Smeets, who is now being caught by the look. Oh, and what's going on here? Samuel's gone down. He's lost his wing. He said that's a big crash for Ivan. And that is a DNF for Ivan. Here we are now. This is the battle for P4, and it's between... Oh, Hugo gets his back tyres on that. Samuel making his way to the pits. He can still pick up some points, so it's not the end of the world. What is going on with the front of Patrick? Look at this here. Jordan Osborne on making a move on Hugo Smeets. And that is through Dingledale again. That's a good overtaking space. But look at this now. Bartley is on his way back. Hugo does not fight that one, knowing that Bartley is the car behind. Ten laps to go. It's still Wilson from Trebek, Jardine, Patrick, Osborne, Smeet and Bartley. Brewster is 8th, Green is 9th, 10th is Tyrone Frith. Samuel's still in the pits, but he will, if he gets back out, he can still get some points on the board. Hugo getting very sideways there as they make their way through Paddock Hill. And Ivan coming back out. Absolute trooper. Fair play to the guy. He'll still score points. That's all he needs to do at the moment. Fantastic, Ivan. Well done, fella. Well done. Back with Jordan Osborne, who is getting close to the back of Patrick now for P4. Is it Radrolski? Oh, I said it, Radrolski. Tyrone Frith is in the pits. I can see William Martin is back to 10th. So that will keep him in P3 at the moment in the Jack Sears Trophy. All he's got to do is stay next to or near Lawrence Green, and that is P3 for him, guaranteed. I mean, the distance between Smeet and Bartley at the moment is just not enough for the points. I mean, what are we? That's 6th and 7th. There's only 1 point different there. If it stays as it is. Patrick getting it all kind of wrong there. And that's allowed Jordan to catch up loads on the back of his car. I mean, we've not seen much of Trebek, Wilson and Jardine because they're just far too far in front. Frith is still in the pits here. This could be another point. This could be another position for Ivan Samuel. Meantime, while these two are battling for P4, it's going to allow Smeets to just creep back onto the back of these two. Osborne having a look. Gets that job done through Dingledale there. And we can see that Samuel has made another spot up. Who are we on board with now? This is Patrick. Oh, we're on board with Jordan, just flying off into the distance there. He's getting pressure from Hugo. That's Tyrone exiting the pits again. Well done. He'll grab some points for that. Great exit from Hugo here. Up the wheel to Druids. He's going to try and send it up the inside. Patrick gives him plenty of room. They get very close. Very good racecraft there between the two of them. And we've got a DNF already. Oh, Jackson's out. That's another point for Ivan Samuel, though. On board with Smeets, looking at Patrick. Now Patrick's coming back at Jordan here. Getting very close here. There could be some action going on. We're on board with Patrick now. Looking at the back of that black Hyundai. No, it's not. It's the Hyundai with black rear. Getting very racy now. This is for P4. Oh, Hugo Smeets getting a bit tail happy as he comes out of Sheen Curve. Nine laps in the book. We have 6 to go. Wilson leads Trebek and Jardine in P3. And this here is the battle for P4. Once again on board with Patrick. Lay on the brakes. Oh, and he gets it all kinds of wrong. And that's him off in the first paddock hill bend. Jordan and Smeets has followed him too. So that's 2 places he's lost. And that puts Bartley back in front of Smeets now. And that puts hands in the ball back into Bartley's court. Laughing all the way to the bank there was Bartley. Oh, and that's Smeets again, getting it a bit really wrong. Just slipping through his fingers now. Pressure has got to the top 2 of the Jack Sears. See if we can find out where David Brewster is, because he will be the next one catching up with Smeets, but I don't know if he's going to have enough time to do it. Gap to next, and we can see only 6 seconds behind, mind. What about William Martin? And there's your leader just passing him. Martin just popping around in P10. Pretty much guaranteed that top the P3 now. Here we go, Stuart Bartley. Now he's going to be hounded by Patrick in the black and lime green Toyota with pink mirrors. For a good run on him here, all the way down to Hawthorns. Thinks about it, thinks better. Might try something at Dingledale, everyone else has. Five laps to go on board with Patrick as we come through Sheen Curve up to Stirling's. Looking at the back of Team Virtue Hyundai of Stuart Bartley. He's very close now. He's so close. And I don't know what's happened to Hugo, but he has dropped back a lot. And that's a good overtake there by Patrick through clearways and Clark Curves. He got it done. Got it done quickly. Stuart Bartley was not going to fight that one. But Patrick gets that wrong, gets Paddock Hill Bend wrong, and that allows Bartley back up the inside. On board with Bartley here, we can't really see much of Patrick. There's Patrick though, look at that, they're side by side as they make their way down to Surtees. Runs him out wide. That's what they do. And that is Patrick. That wasn't Surtees, I'm afraid. That was Surtees that they've just gone round. Tucks in behind him. Down Pilgrim's Drop. Bartley's off the track. Pushing hard now, he's pushing hard. Brewster is only 3 seconds away from Smeets now. I can see it on the live timing. All Bartley's got to do is just continue going around as he is. And he's still outscoring. There you go, you can see in the background that Hugo is going to have Brewster for company. Probably by the end of this lap, I'd say. He's definitely going to have him now because he's gone wide. Tyres just giving out now for the front wheel drive cars. Brewster is just over 2. There you go. You can see in the background. We're going to pop over to Brewster. There we go. There is Dave Brewster. Actually, he's not. He is the Inspired. So, Ivan Samuel has won it because 93 Racing must have been Sam Dowman. So there's not a lot close now. It's just Brewster here and Hugo Smeet. And Brewster just... Oh, and I don't think Hugo saw him there then. That was a bit of contact as they made their way through clearways. Not sure what happened to Hugo, but he's in the pits. He's lost a wing. This is bad news for Hugo. Because now Lawrence Green is coming round. Lawrence is going to take him as well. It's also going to promote William Martin potentially up into P9. Where is William Martin? Let's have a look. There he is coming round clearways now. Sweet's still in the pits. That's William Martin up to P9. More points he's gaining. He's still in the pit soon. He's going to lose out to Samuel and Frith too. There is... Oh, it seems Brewster has Bartley. No, sorry, I do apologise. I thought Brewster was already trying to get past Bartley, but he hadn't. But Bartley is catching up with Patrick here. There's less than a second separating them. There is no mandatory pit stop in the touring cars, my friend. You stick your fuel in, pick your tyres, race to the end. This is, if you've heard of the Bvtcc, we are trying to mimic it as close to the real life as we can. As Hugo's back out on the track. I mean, it says he's in the pits, but he's not. There he is. That car's very loose on the back there. Bartley is indeed catching. But we are on the last lap of race 1, and it's Wilson, Trebek and Jardine, your top 3.
It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly
Oh,
time,
thanks for the
peanut
rest.
butter
Yeah, I
jelly
got
time.
raided.
Woo!
Woo! Hello, Ben.
There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Peanut butter jelly.
Oh, this goes on forever.
Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Sorry, Brian, it's just not doing it today. Do the peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
That's cool, mate. I like it. I think it's funny. Well, here we go. Wilson is your race 1 winner. P2 will go to Trebek. P3 is to Jardine. P4 will be Osborne. 5 will be Patrick. 6 will go the way of Stuart Bartley. Brewster will be 7th. Lawrence Green will be 8th. And William Martin will be 9th. Hugo Smeets will be P10. Samuel is P11. And Frith will be P12. There we go. That is the... Hey there, welcome in. First time chatter. Yes, it is a long raid, isn't it? I've got a longer one. But there we go. That is the end of race 1. And while they all end back to the pits, I am just going to chuck on my screen coverer, which I needed one for. Be right back because I don't have one. So I've just done a bit of working out. Bart will be still in the lead by now only. Say 19 points now. 19 points separate the top 2. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, man, very much. Yep, so 19 points separate the top 2 in the Jack Sears. It is 8 points that separate. No, 9 points that separate P3. So it's going to be close. So whilst we are just getting things ready for, excuse me, the next half. Oh dear me. Oh, it was so long. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, who predicted Callum to win? Whoever did. Disappointed. So we just need to up to warm up. Set the grid. I'm going to let the ad break pull through, then hopefully we will be through to warm up. So that is it. The grid is sorted, and we will go in at 5 if that's okay with everyone. So if 5 minutes to go, we will go. Gives me plenty of time to go for a re-race, please. Shall be 2 minutes, people. absolutely fantastic, guys. So, shall we do another prediction? Get your predictions in, guys. 2 minutes for prediction. Can't speak now. They're fantastic. Alvera, they are very, very fun to drive as well. Totally different from the open wheelers. Mr. Merv picking up the 110 points there for the race 1 prediction. Right, so there we go. We can skip through and we are going to go on to the grid.
Non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
I need to sort the points thing out, I think, to be honest, on my my stream. Need to offer a little bit more to other people. So, to be fair, this is really Jordan Osborne's race to kind of lose, to be fair, because he is, I believe he's the first one on softs. And the 3 in front will be definitely on mediums. But we know how that BMW is very, very quick off the line. We are waiting for, it's always Mr. Trebek we are waiting for. I swear he uses this as a tactic. I'm sure he uses it as a tactic. Here we go, and way off the grid they go for the warm-up lap. With that in mind, let's take a look at the starting order. So we have Callum Wilson on P1, and he's joined yet again by Simon Trebek. Archie Jardine is P3, and Jordan is P4, exactly as it was in qualifying. P5 is Patrick Radrolski, And he is joined by Stuart Bartley in P6. Dave Brewster is 7th, and he has Lawrence Green for company in 8th. 9th is William Martin, and he has Hugo Smeets in 10th. Ivan Samuel is 11th, and Tyrone Frith is 12th. And Aaron Jackson at the rear in the Vauxhall Astra. Unfortunately, no, mate, they are DLC. Look, they are very cheap. You can buy a full pack, the entire touring car pack, for I think it's like £8-9, probably about €10, something stupid like that. So let's have a look at the tyres. There we go. So Bartley and Brewster, both on the medium tyres. Oh, it looks like Patrick has also gone on to softs. So this is literally between Patrick and Osborne, in all fairness. Green, Martin, Smeets, Samuel, Frith and Jackson all on the soft tyres too. They come round. Yeah, we are lined up with Gannon Wilson. Very much on the edge of his box. There is Archie Jardine. Yes, mate, because it's mimicking a real life championship. Simon Trebek is pointing towards that Beamer. And where they go, BMW straight off the line very quickly there, but also Trebek is across to try and cut off Archie Jardine. And that is not going to work because Archie's up the inside, but no, he backs out of it as they make their way through the first corner. And it looks like everyone is going to try and possibly make it through. And look at Osborne on the back of Archie. Patrick is up the inside. Manages to survive. Osborne stays in P4, and that's Lawrence Green having a good old ding-dong with Brewster. Let's get the board up so we can see what's going on. There we go. This is it now. It's Wilson, Trebek, Jardine, Osborne and Patrick P5. Bartley P6. Green up to P7. Now Brewster's all over the back of Lawrence Green for P7. Oh, Archie Jardine gets his Hyundai very, very sideways coming out of the corner. And that's allowed Osborne up to get... Oh, and look at this here, look. Tyrone Frith is having a go at Ivan Samuel. On board with Jordan Osborne. Seems them soft tyres are just not really working for him at the moment. But Archie is putting up a defence of... I can't... Oh, I've lost concentration now. Osborne using them softer tyres to try and shoot up the inside. And Ivan Samuel has made his way past Hugo Smeets. And Tyrone is still with these guys. He's doing well. Lawrence Green is the cork in the bottle here by the looks of it. And here we go. 3 tenths separate Wilson and Trebek for the lead. He's got to get it done within the next lap or two, or it's just going to be game over for the front-wheel drive cars. Machine curve. No, Dingledale, sorry. And that is... Who is that? That's Archie Jardine being run off the road by Osborne. And that's Patrick says, thank you very much. I'll take P3. 2 tenths separate the top two. Now look at this. Simon Trebek is right on the back of Wilson. Wilson going very defensive there. Paddock Hillbend is the first corner they'll come to. Trebek is the fastest man on the track at the moment. And look at that. Wilson sideways through the first corner. Jesus Christ. Who's this? What's going on? This is for P8. Brewster forces the door open from Lawrence Green there. And that's allowed Ivan Samuel to go through and potentially Hugo. They're a bit of door bashing. And Tyrone Frith is still with these guys. He's doing an ever so great race now. This is brilliant. Like I say, William Martin is just and he's up the inside of Hugo. It's a drag race down Pilgrim's Drop now. Back out in the front. Oh, and Archie Jardine has gone a little wide there. His teammate is just behind him, so there might be a bit of team orders here. They might just switch positions just so Bartley can get a bit more points on the board. But Trebek has not dropped Wilson. Wilson has not dropped Trebek yet. He has pulled a bit of a gap, not a big one. Here we go. This is for P9. And it's Green, Smeets and Frith all having a ding-dong for P9. Great run out the X. Great run out of Clark Curve there for Hugo. That's good. And he's drag racing down to the... Going to be late on the brakes. He's going to try around the outside. That is very brave. Tries for the undercut. Gets the undercut, gets himself up the inside as he makes the way to Druids. And that's Hugo's place all day long. There goes Hugo. Green trying to fight it back. Not. Oh, I can hear the tyre screeching here. And now we've got Jordan Osborne getting on the back of Patrick here. Wilson has slightly dropped Trebek now, but this is Ivan Samuel and Brewster for P7. Brewster getting a bit wrong there, and here we go. Here is now Tyrone Frith. He's having a right go at Lawrence Green for P10. They come round clearways. Oh, we've slipped back to Jordan Osborne. It was very close to Patrick now for this P3. There is your battle for P7. See, Hugo is catching these two as they're fighting along. So I can still see that Frith is very close to. There we go. That's for P10. Slip back straight to Jordan Osborne and Patrick, who are now fighting for the final podium position. Brewster now is reeling in Bartley. This is where Archie Jardine might have to play the team game now. And look, here we are again. Tyrone on the back of Lawrence Green. He's having a look as they make their way up to Shane Curve. Oh, he tries to get him unsettled on the curb, but it's not going to work. And now Brewster is on the back of Bartley. Brewster with a much tighter angle. On the way to Paddock Hill Bend, it's going to be Brewster who will have this one, and I think Samuel is probably going to follow him as well. Oh, Bartley gets it wrong. That's allowed Ivan Samuel through. Samuel and Bloody, oh, keep losing my train of thought, man. So for P3, it is Patrick Rudrolski. I might have said it wrong, I might have said it right, but I'll give it a go. And Jordan Osborne. Little Toyota that could. Simon Trebek kicking up some dirt there. I can still see that Tyrone and Lawrence are still very much close together. I do like that livery of Tyrone's. Very nice. Wilson now has pulled a 4.5 second gap on Simon Trebek. Osborne switches left, switches right, tries late braking as they make their way to Paddock Hill. He's slightly upset, Patrick, but he's got up the inside. Up to Druids, I think he's got it done. Not quite, they're side by side. Patrick's going to try and go for the undercut. Can't do it there. Can he do it? Probably make it look like he's going to make a lunge at Surtees, most likely. No! Sticks behind Jordan Osborne. That is... We are back here with Tyrone Frith and Lawrence Green for P10. Oh, great exit out of back on there. That was a great exit out of Surtees for Tyrone. Patrick has not let Osborne just get away here. What I can see is it's going to be close soon for the 10th position with Green, Frith, Martin Gatchin, and so is Jackson. Here we are now. Told you this is on board with Tyrone Frith, and he is having a good old fight with Lawrence Green here. Whilst these two are battling, they are reeling in Simon Trebek. Looking at the inside, who is that? That is Smeets on Bartley. This is for championship points. $19 points separate them at the moment. Oh no, and that's Tyrone facing the wrong way. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh bless. I need to stop telling people that they're having a good race. And Smeets is up the inside of Bartley. Through Sheen Curve, but they're side by side still. Who's going to give an inch and a quarter as they make their way up to Sheen Curve? That's the one there. And Bartley's wide. They tried to go 2 by 2. And Hugo Smeets, well, he's gone. Looking at Jordan Osborne, who has now dropped Patrick and is gaining on Simon Trebek, P2. Brewster gaining on, as we speak about it, is gaining on Jardine for P5. Ivan Samuel, P7, sorry. Tyrone was having a good old bat there. Indeed, the T6 guys, Unlimited guys, they've drove solid all season, and that is why they have taken the team championship. This is Brewster. Jardine now. Oh, I don't know what happened then. Something went really weird. But Osborne up into P2. 6.7 seconds is the gap he's got to try and break down. But I don't think he's going to get it done. Brewster looking left, looking right. With who we're back with Osborne and Trebek. Here we go now, flicking over back to Brewster, who gets an okay exit. Now Surtees, but he's right up behind now. Look at this. He's going to be late on the brakes. He's going to be on the outside for Hawthorns, and that's not the best place to be. But I think he might have got that. No, Jardine is still there. As up to Westfield, Dingle down, there they come. Jardine pops himself back in front. Not Patrick, sorry. Brewster looking left, looking right. That is the widest Hyundai you will see in your life at the moment. Jardine is trying to plan to that car where it needs to be. It looks like Brewster is helping him. Two Unlimited guys having a pop at each other now. They are indeed free to race. There are no team orders. Osborne getting the corner a little wrong there, and that's allowing Simon Trebek back up the inside. I think that technically looked like he let him, to be fair. This is Brewster yet again looking at the back of that Team Virtue Hyundai. Trying on the outside again. And I can see Hugo Smeets is now, he is literally catching these guys. As Bartley is dropping back. Oh, he's so close. He had to take evasive action there before he went into the back of Jardine. And we've lost Jackson again. That's another DNF. William Martin is catching Lawrence Green, P10 as well. I can see on the leaderboard, can just see the time is coming down. Patrick must have took a bit too much out of his toes. And here we go. This is still the battle for P5. Jardine making that car ever so wide. Brewster getting very frustrated behind him. And Hugo Smeets, meanwhile, is just creeping up onto the back of these guys. We've got 3 laps to go. Brewster just taking a moment just to gather his thoughts. Looking where he can attack a second time. Well, the 50 millionth time, I would say. Not going to get anything done up Sheen Curve. Get a good exit out of Sterling's. He could try up the clearways. He's thinking about it. But Archie is literally just parking that car right on the edge. And now they're side by side. They'll both be on the boost. But Brewster just can't get in front. And away goes the Hyundai again of Jardine, which is very quick on the straight, I may add. Trying again. Trying to unsettle that Hyundai, and Archie is just putting a big defense here. Archie chooses the better exit than the better entry. Brewster still trying to find a way through. Another look at Sheen. Been happening there, and all the meantime, I mean, Ivan Samuel has dropped back a little bit now, so these two are pretty clear as a race. But Hugo Smeets is literally reeling these guys in as well. And lap 14 of 15, and it is Wilson, Trebek, Osborne, your top three. Patrick, Jardine, Brewster, Samuel is the next lot. Oh, Brewster gets his nose up the inside as they come down the straight towards Paddock Hill. And he's got it done. He got it done very early there. I think Jardine may have made a mistake coming out of clearways. We've only lost one at the moment, and that is Jackson. Shame we didn't have a few more for the final. Hugo Smeets again. He fell asleep there, I think, at the wheel. And now it's Samuel's turn to have a go at Jardine. Leader has started the last lap. Race 2. Hugo Smeets has got to push. He's got to try and get more points in front of Bartley to take this right down to the last race. Archie bit wide on the exit. Good switch back by Samuel. Just got a little bit less boost by the looks of it than... No, he's still up the inside, and there is your winner of race 1. But we're not going to bother about that. We're going to go back to here. Because Hugo Smeets is having a look at Ivan Samuel now. On the grass. Oh, he's got to be careful. He's going to try and hang it round the outside. Still there. Simon Trebek will take P2. Not off. We're back here with these lot. Osborne will take P3 and Patrick will take P4. But who is going to take P6? What a fantastic... And let's not forget Brewster. Fantastic race. Back up to P5. And Hugo has done all he can. And he's brought the car home in P8. Bartley is P9. And here we go. This is very close now. Who is going to be the 10th position? It's going to be Lawrence Green that takes that P10 and takes 6 points with it. Tyrone bringing it home in P12. What a great race he had. I don't know why he was facing the wrong way, but I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later what happened to him. But that is race 2 done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what happens now for race 3? We do a very special little magical spinny wheel. You can just see it in the back, down the bottom there. The race 3, 6-12 reverse grid. We're gonna hit that right now, and we're gonna see who is on pole position for race 3. It's gonna be 12. It's gonna be 12. It's gonna be 12. It's 12. It's Tyrone. Tyrone Frith will take his first pole position of the season, I think. I may be wrong, but it is P12. So it is a full reverse grid. So I need to just bring back this. Oh, 2 minutes, guys, while I sort the grid out for race 3. It's all right. Not supposed to hear me jabbering on anyway, so. there we are. Now I'm not muted anymore. So yeah, we are just waiting for race 3 to get underway. Prediction results are in. Callum was race 2 winner. Roger that. So who will win race 3? So actually, let me have a quick look at my pen and paper and see what the scores on the doors are. Oh, it's now 18 points separating Stuart, Bartley, and Hugo. I believe that's enough. I think Stu's done it. I literally think Stu's done it. There's 8 points still separating Lawrence Green and William Martin for P3. But I think that's more than enough for Stuart Bartley to say he is Jack Sears trophy winner. Hugo needs 18 points. 18 points would be second place and the fastest lap.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Mm-hmm. Right, I'll sort something out in a minute. sink it in. There is your top three. Tyrone Frith, William Martin, and Lawrence Green. Still got Smeets and Trebek in the pits. I hope they've not forgotten that the race will start soon. Okay, Trebek doing his usual. Okay, you know, as they move away, I shall tell you the starting order. Your pole sitter for the final race and the final season is Tyrone Frith, no, not the side, and he is joined by William Martin. Lawrence Green is P3 and Stuart Barley is P4. P5 is Hugo Smeets and Ivan Samuel is P6. Archie Jardine is 7th and he is joined by Dave Brewster in P8. P9 is Patrick and he is joined by Jordan Osborne. And then 11th and 12th is Simon Trebek and Callum Wilson. And I believe that is it. Unfortunately, I think Aaron has left us for the rest of the evening. So, all the way from the back, can Callum do it? 3 of 3. Definitely going to have to nerf that BMW. So will race 3 turn up anything interesting? I would like to see one of the other guys, especially the guys that are up front now, take probably a win. Be nice to see someone who's never really been on podium take a win. However, oh, what's going on with William Martin? What's he doing? Oh dear, somebody clip that. I think William Martin had a senior moment then. Bless. Oh dear. Right, there's a klaxon. Good start by Tyrone. He's gone. And so Stuart Barley. William Martin was caught napping, but Lawrence. Oh, and Stuart Bartley's been hit by Hugo. And Tyrone's away. I love race 3. It's so fun. It's brilliant. There you go. Callum Wilson still at the back at the moment. I think he's just letting everything settle down. But it's Tyrone who leads on the first lap. And if he continues round, he's going to get a point for leading a lap as well. Come on, Tyrone. Come on, fella. Oh my God, there's about 7 cars for P3 back there. Look at that. Oh my God. No way, was it 3 wide? on board with? Who are we on board with? This is Osborne. Oh no, and Jardine's had Frith. Ah, you absolute git. Give it him back. Bartley up into P3. Wow. What an eventful first start from one lap. And there's been so much. Look at this. I've lost all train of thought, mate. I can't even commentate anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I can't commentate anymore. I'm done. I'm baked. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Let's get back to it. and that's who's that? Lawrence Green and Hugo Smeets. Oh dear. Right, so Jordan Osborne and Ivan Samuel are fighting for P5. Patrick is fighting with... Oh, please don't tell me that was Tyrone into the barriers. I heard a big crash. And I can see that he's dropped all the way down. Oh no. Right, so this is the battle for, at the moment, P2 and 3. Every single one of them cars is a battle for P3. Jordan Osborne is straight up the inside. And where is Wilson? He's P6. P6. Little love tap there on Bartley just to get him a bit wide out the corner. But this is the battle for P2. And that is the battle for everywhere else. So, settling down now. Oh, mate, I feel really sorry for Tyrone. I think they tried 3 in one corner, it just didn't work. I will review it, of course. So, oh, Patrick getting wide, taking one of the marker boards off, and this is Brewster having a look at Samuel for P3. Through goes Simon Trebek. What an opportunity. Sideways round the last corner. Brewster trying to get back up the inside. Jardine with the fastest lap. Oh, big lag spike there for me. Oh, Simon Trebek getting roughed up, but he still manages to stay in front. Callum Wilson trying around the outside of Brewster. Not going to work there, pal. On board with Trebek. This is P4. Trying to set up Ivan Samuel. That is a fantastic exit out of Surtees. He's going to probably have him there, but Brewster's looking like he's going to try and get down the inside as well. Callum Wilson's there just ready to pounce. And it, oh, look at this. Trying to get the undercut. Trebek's got him. That's Trebek up into P3. Can he hold it? He can indeed. On board with Samuel. And up the inside goes Brewster. That Sheen curve. What an opportunistic move. So it's Jardine, Osborne, Trebek, Brewster, Samuel, Wilson. That's the top 6. Patrick is 7th. Stuart Barley is 8th. Hugo Smeets is 9th. Green is 10th. And William Martin is 11th. And that probably will be enough for William Martin to stay in third position at the Jack Sears. And Ivan Samuel runs a little wide there, and that's allowed Callum up the inside. Oh. Jardine with a 5.5 second lead. Osborne has just got no comeback for that, but I think they might be on mediums. No, everybody's on softs. Just kicking up in front there. Oh, look at that. 2 wheels by Trebek. Patrick getting roughed up by Ivan Samuel. Pushes him a little wide out of Sheen Curve. And now Callum is coming up against Brewster in the Focus. On board with Brewster now. Look at the run he's got on Trebek. Looking left, looking right. Trying to figure out where that BMW is as well. That was a great line by. He's going to try and get him up the inside. Callum Wilson. Pop himself up into P4. Next for Callum is Simon Trebek. Probably not going to be as easy overtake as the others have been. And then, oh my God, he's going for it. Wilson up into P3, past Trebek. I opened my gob and something happened. I'm not going to speak anymore. On board with Patrick, but I think you might find it was because he just got past Ivan Samuel. And Bartley now on the back of Ivan. Hugo Smith is coming to join him. Oh no, we've lost Tyrone. Oh no. Oh. Wilson, new lap, new fastest lap, 7 laps in the book. Oh, Brewster's throwing that Focus left and right. What? Look at this, what a run! A Hawthorne Hill, Hawthorne's, and he's back in front. Brewster's in front, got a yellow in sector 2. Not sure who that is for. It's for Ivan Samuel. Brewster's literally just come back and he's like a different person. He's so quick now. Not that he wasn't before, but you know what I mean? He's Archie's still leading. Now we've got Patrick on the back of Stuart Bartley. Not even a DNF will topple Stu now off the table. Patrick trying around the outside. I think he's got it done. No, he hasn't. Bartley's gonna... Not today, says Bartley. I think you'll find it is today, says Patrick. Back up the inside as they make their way to Surtees. But Patrick is going to have a much better run out here. Patrick's got the int. Oh, he's on the grass. Stuart Bartley's on the grass. Don't do it. Here we are. This is Jordan Osborne and Callum Wilson for P2. How long can Osborne hold off? Can he give it enough time for Archie to get away up front? They've all got the same boost. Everything is pretty much equal on the cars. We have tried everything to make them as close as everything. They weigh like the real cars. They drive like the real cars. That BMW is a beast. And look at that, straight up the inside on the way to Surtees. He's done. Now, what can you do about Archie? Brewster is now through on Trebek. Trebek with the old switchback. Back in he goes. Brewster's going to try the switchback again. Jordan Osborne, been on the grass there. Callum Wilson has left him. It's now 3.2 seconds to the leader. Five laps to go. Brewster yet again. Callum with another fastest lap. Brewster trying around the outside of the first paddock hill bend. It's not going to work there, mate. You're probably going to try for the switchback. But, oh, and we just flick off that and go straight to Stuart Bartley, who's now probably got, by the looks of it at the time, he's got Smeets right up his backside. Yes, he has. There we are. That is the battle for P6. You go, Smeets having a look up the inside of Stuart Bartley. There's a nice little battle brewing here for P6. I can see now that the lead gap is now down to 1.8 seconds. What on earth is he driving? That is no BMW. Oh, Bartley into the back of Patrick. Smeets trying the old switcheroo as they exit Clark Curve. On board with Smeets, having a little look up the inside, forces the issue, pushes Bartley, well, doesn't push him, but he forces Bartley to go wide, and that's Smeets is through into P7. Just for pride now. Just for pride. Wilson, half a second now on the leader, Jardine. There we go. You can see the gap now. BMW has just been an absolute force to reckon with. Nobody has been able to absolutely touch that BMW the whole season. There's been glimmers where we thought, but that BMW is just an absolute beast. We know Jardine can put up a decent defence, though. We know this. Defending too much, though. Wills. Callum having a look at the inside as they make their way to Sheen Curve. There's no way he's going to try and do that. He might have tried, but he's going to have a much better exit as they come through Stirling's. And all the time these two are fighting, I can see Osborne is gradually getting closer. Get that BMW to turn on a dime. Jardine manages to just close the door on the way up to the Druids. Up to Druids. This is a nice little battle for the lead now. 13 in the book, 2 to go. Jordan Osborne can see all this happening, but he just can't get there. Jardine opted for, and here we go, look, William Martin and Lawrence Green having a go at each other for the final 10th position. What a run he gets here, look at this, what the hell, man? What did that look really fast? Dancing on the edge with that BMW. He's just got it absolutely to perfection. Jardine is managing just to give him a bit of pressure. Jardine's running a little wide there. Callum's looking for one way, he's looking for the other. He's going to try the switchback as they go to Bvtcc. Archie gets over, just shuts the door again as they make their way up to Druids. Lap 14. Callum Wilson trying around the outside. Bit of argy-bargy. Archie will stamp his flash of the lights there by Callum. Wasn't over impressed that the door got firmly shut on him. And here we go, look, this is Hugo Smeets and Patrick P6. And Hugo Smeets is going to do this. Probably. Or not. No, he's got it done. No, Patrick's coming back. They're gonna be... Oh, that was so close to contact. Look at the gap. And Callum Wilson's found a gap and he's through. And that's Patrick back through on Smeets, but I'm sure there was a bit of contact there between the two of them. Probably a cheeky little swipe from Patrick. Something must have happened a little further up. I can see that Lawrence Green and William Martin are still going for it. Check in on them two. There we go. This is for the 10th. This is for 10th position. This just proves that it doesn't matter if you're at the front or at the back. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it very, very much. But this just proves that if you're at the front or the back, there is always someone to fight. There is always a battle to be had. There will always be somebody your pace. William Moy. Look at this. What a run William Moy's got on. I forgot what his name is. Lawrence. Oh, William Moy getting it a little bit crossed over there. I think there's your winner. That is your winner of race 3. I can't believe he's done all 3 races again. Quick, DQ him. DQ him. There you go, everybody. That is your 2025 Bvtcc driver champion. Callum Wilson. Absolute flawless victory. He has absolutely annihilated every single one of the competition. And that was Stuart Bartley. There you go. That is your 2025 Jack Sears champion, Stuart Bartley. He has managed to get it done and dusted. And your Indy champion for 2025 goes the way of Ivan Samuel, who has absolutely done very well. But the one everyone else, the drivers is great, the Indy is great, the Jack Sears is great. But there is your 2025 team champions, Simon Trebek and Alan Axon. Yes, I know Jordan's in there too. However, these are the 2 that have made it happen. Well done, guys. I am so happy that everybody made it to the end. And thank you again for another fantastic season. But hey, we will be back next season. Bigger, better, bolder. Yes, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Your driver's champion of 2025 Season 4 is Callum Wilson. Keep an eye out, guys. We are going to be doing something in the downtime of the touring cars. Probably going to be looking at some noughties, Bvtcc. Thanks for the follow, my friend. Yes, so keep your eye on. We're going to be having some I forgot what I was saying. Bvtcc, some noughties and some noughties DTM. So keep your eye on the Discord. Keep your eye on SimGrid. Keep your eye everywhere. And I'd just like to say thank you once again, everyone. Every person that has joined in, watching, racing, commentating. Well, that's me. Everything. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm really thankful for all the follows and subs and everything. Hopefully we'll see you not too soon. Not too soon? Hopefully we won't. You know what? Forget it. Scratch that. We will see you again soon for the touring cars. They will be back next season. In the meantime, yes, keep an eye out, guys. We are going to be doing some World Touring Car stuff and with some DTM, some of the old school stuff. Yeah, see you soon, guys. Thanks again for watching. Bye.